You open the carrier. Your cat takes one look at your home and disappears. Under the couch, behind the washing machine, possibly into another dimension you didn't know your house had. You sit there thinking, great, I broke it already. And it gets weirder. They won't eat. They won't come out. They look at you like you're part of the problem. So now you're wondering, did I do something wrong? Is this normal? Are they ever coming out? Because nobody really tells you this part. Bringing a cat home isn't just cute moments and cuddles. It's confusion, mixed signals, a little bit of silent judgment. And here's the part most people miss. Your cat isn't reacting to you. They're reacting to a world that suddenly stopped making sense. And if you don't understand that part, you might accidentally make those first few days a lot harder than they need to be. But stick with this. Because once you see what's actually going on inside your cat's head during those first hours, everything starts to feel a lot more manageable. 1. The safe room isn't optional, it's psychological. Let's start with the moment they arrive. Most people open the carrier and think, okay, go explore. Sounds reasonable. Except to your cat, that's like being dropped into a maze with no map. Think about this for a second. New smells, new sounds, new layout, new human. That's not curiosity. That's overload. This is why the safe room matters more than people think. A small, quiet space, one room, one corner, one controlled environment, gives your cat something incredibly important. A world they can actually understand. Instead of 20 unknown spaces, they get one. And here's the interesting part. Cats don't explore to have fun. They explore to reduce uncertainty. So when you limit their space at first, you're not restricting them. You're helping their brain catch up. And once that space feels predictable, that's when the real confidence starts building, which leads to the next moment most people get wrong. 2. Why your cat hides and why that's actually progress. So your cat disappears. Under furniture, inside boxes, behind anything that blocks visibility. And your first instinct is, something's wrong. But here's the part most people miss. Hiding is not a problem. It's a strategy. In the wild, cats are both predators and prey, which means their first priority in a new place is simple. Where can I observe without being seen? That's what hiding gives them. Control. From under that couch, your cat is learning. Where you walk, how loud the house is, what's safe, and what's not. So even though it looks like nothing is happening, your cat is actually gathering information. And this is where people accidentally slow things down. They reach in. They pull the cat out. They try to help. But from the cat's perspective, that removes the one thing making them feel safe. Instead, sit nearby. Be predictable. Let them come to you. Because when your cat chooses to approach you, that's the first real sign of trust. And that moment, it's more important than any toy you could buy. But speaking of toys, there's something else happening during this phase that most people don't connect. 3. Your setup quietly shapes their behavior. Before your cat even trusts you, they're already forming opinions about your home. Where to eat, where to sleep, where to avoid. And a lot of that comes down to your setup. Take the litter box, for example. If it's too small, too hidden, or too close to food, your cat doesn't think, this is inconvenient. They think, this is not a safe place to go. Same with food and water. Cats naturally separate eating from drinking. It's a survival instinct tied to contamination risk in the wild. So when everything is placed together in one tight corner, it can subtly discourage normal behavior. Here's the bigger idea. Cats don't follow rules. They follow comfort. If something feels right, they'll use it. If it doesn't, they won't. And that's when people start saying things like, my cat is being difficult. When really, the environment just isn't matching their instincts. And this becomes even more important when we talk about routine. 4. Routine is how cats feel safe. Have you ever noticed your cat starting to appear right before feeding time? Almost like they have a clock? That's not coincidence. Cats don't track time the way we do. They track patterns. So in those first few days, everything feels unpredictable. Food appears randomly. Lights change randomly. People move unpredictably. And that uncertainty, it creates low-level stress. Not panic, just unease. But once you introduce consistency, same feeding times, same general activity flow, same daily rhythm, something shifts. Your cat starts predicting their world, and predictability equals safety. This is also why some cats seem clingy at first. They're not attached to you yet. They're attached to the one thing that moves consistently in their environment: you. And once that consistency stabilizes, their confidence grows with it. But there's another piece that speeds this process up even more. 5. Play isn't just fun, it's how trust builds. Most people think playtime is about exercise, burning energy, preventing boredom. And yes, that's part of it. But early on, play does something much deeper. It lets your cat interact with you, without pressure. No forced contact, no expectations. Just movement, instinct, engagement. Think about a feather wand. Your cat watches, tracks, pounces, and during that sequence, you become part of something familiar, a hunting pattern their brain already understands. So instead of, "You're a strange human in my space," it slowly becomes, "You're connected to something I trust." That's why even shy cats will often play before they'll accept pets. And here's the subtle trick most people miss. End play sessions calmly. Let the energy come down. Because if you go from high excitement straight to leaving or disengaging, that energy doesn't disappear. It lingers, which can lead to restlessness later. And that brings us to something small, but surprisingly powerful. 6. The little things that make a big difference. There are a few details that seem minor, but shape your cat's entire experience. Like food changes. Switching food too quickly can upset their digestion. So when your cat suddenly stops eating, it's not always stress. Sometimes it's just their system trying to adjust. Or things like water. Many cats prefer moving water over still water. Not because they're picky, but because in nature, moving water is safer, cleaner. So something as simple as a fountain can quietly improve hydration. Even scratching posts matter more than people think. Scratching isn't bad behavior, it's marking territory, stretching muscles, maintaining claws. So if they scratch your couch, it's not rebellion, it's redirection needed. And once you start seeing these behaviors as instinct-driven instead of random, you stop reacting and start guiding. Which brings us to the final piece that ties everything together. 7. Patience isn't optional, it's the process. This is the part no one really wants to hear. There's no exact timeline. Some cats adjust in days, others take weeks. And during that time, progress won't be linear. One day they explore, next day they hide again. That's normal, because your cat isn't just adjusting to a space. They're building a mental map of safety, and that takes repetition, consistency, time. But here's the shift that makes everything easier. Stop asking, "Is my cat comfortable yet?" Start noticing, "Is my cat less unsure than yesterday?" Because that's how progress actually looks. Small, quiet, easy to miss. Until one day, they walk into the room, sit next to you, and act like they've always belonged there. So remember that moment at the beginning. The carrier opens, and your cat disappears like something went very wrong? That wasn't rejection. It was orientation. Your cat wasn't avoiding you. They were trying to make sense of a brand new world. And everything we covered, the safe room, the hiding, the routine, the play, it all leads to one thing: helping that world feel predictable again. Because once it does, the cat who hid on day one becomes the one quietly following you around like they've always been there. Anyway, I should probably go check why my other cat is staring at the new cat like I just installed a replacement without approval. This feels like the start of a silent, highly judgmental review process. See you on the next one. FurEver.